What's up? Matt Savoca here from Awesemo.com, bringing you the NBA PrizePicks top plays for this Monday, January 31st, 2022 slate. An 8-game slate in the NBA, all sorts of exciting matchups all over the place. And of course, we want to get into the action on PrizePicks.com. We are brought to you by PrizePicks, of course, and they're offering daily prop-based contests for all major sports, including the NBA. You can use promo code Awesemo for a $100 first match deposit bonus. And remember, there's no sharks, no optimizers or mass entries, and you can get 5-player lineups in there that can net you 10x your entry fee, just like those big DFS platforms you're used to. They've got 3-player flex play contests where a 2 out of 3 correct gets you 1.25x your money, and all 3 correct gets you 2.25x, or you can play it in a power play and 5x your money if you get all 3 correct. Download it in the App Store, the Google Play Store, or go to PrizePicks.com, and you can get 1 free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum when you sign up and make a deposit bonus on PrizePicks.com. You will receive an email within 24 to 48 hours after to redeem your free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum. Okay, let's get into the top 3 plays for this Monday night slate. My number 3 play for this Monday, Julius Randle over 8.5 rebounds for the New York Knicks. Randle has been struggling with sloppy, error-filled play as of late. That's what you got to call it. I mean, he looked like a complete mess last Wednesday against the Heat, and then saw just a 16% usage rate in 37 minutes on Friday against the Bucks. And despite grabbing 11 boards in that contest, Randle has only hit 9+ rebounds twice to go in his last 8 starts, even in his insanely high minutes, something that we've grown accustomed to in New York. They've been fluctuating a bit here and there, but I think tonight's matchup against the Kings looks decent enough on paper for Randle where I want to bet on the over. There is a little bit of a concern in the fact that the Kings are pretty high in offensive rebound rate, but I think Randle changes the trend here, grabs at least 9 boards. We have him projected for nearly 10 rebounds today, and I'll admit, on first glance, I thought 9 was a little high for Randle, asking a little too much, but we have Randle hitting the over in nearly 6 of every 10 simulations we run. That's why it's good enough to bet on the Knicks starter to turn things around. My number 2 play on PrizePicks, Fred VanVleet under 21.5 points. And yes, VanVleet is in a decent spot here against the Atlanta Hawks. They rank 2nd in offensive rating, Atlanta does, but 27th in defensive rating on the season. And while this game isn't trending towards a fast pace of play, both teams are ranked in the bottom half in terms of pace. This is really just a case where the numbers appear slightly inflated due to a perceived strong spot for Toronto and the fact that the minutes have been absolutely insane for VanVleet right now. And that's a good thing. But one of the things I'm noticing is that the usage percentage, even in those insanely high minutes, isn't that impressive, sitting at just 23% over his last 7 games. VanVleet is averaging 20 points per game over that span. So you'd say, okay, 21.5. We're talking about razor thin margins here. But he's hit 22 points just 1 time in those last 7 games. If it were a little bit lower, this might be a little bit tougher of a bet. But I think the Atlanta Hawks matchup is really the only thing that's enticing here. We have VanVleet going under this prop nearly 65% of the time in our latest simulations. And finally, my number 1 play on PrizePicks for this Monday, Ja Morant over 1.5 3-pointers made. And I just want to bet on Ja Morant. I don't know if you've heard, but Morant is playing really, really well right now. Saturday's game against Washington was Morant's first time in his last 7 starts where he didn't hit 5x in fantasy value. And so I want to bet on him in any way I can. The man is averaging 37 minutes per game and a 37% usage rate over that same span. And most importantly, for this specific bet, he's averaging nearly 6.5 3-pointers attempted per game during that span. I want action on what should be the most exciting game on this slate, in my opinion. I want some money on Memphis Philly here. And Philly certainly is not the easiest matchup in the world defensively. They rank top 10 this season in true shooting percentage allowed, but they rank just league average in 3-pointer percentage allowed and effective field goal shooting. And in that latter stat, they've actually ranked 8th worst in the NBA over their last 3 games. That's enough for me to bet on a player like Morant. I think he steps up, hits at least 2 from deep here. He hit that mark in 5 of his last 10 games, and most importantly, 4 of his last 5. He hits in exactly 50% of our latest simulations. My current projections have him hitting more, so I'm going with it, even though it's a coin flip chance. Ja Morant, playing as well as he ever has, hits 2 3-pointers tonight. All right, that is going to wrap things up here for this Monday 8-game slate. To review, Julius Randle over 8.5 rebounds, Fred VanVleet under 21.5 points, and Ja Morant over 1.5 3-pointers made here. Make sure you get in on the action at PrizePicks.com. It really is so fun over there. Or download it on the App Store or on Google Play. Remember, you can play a 3-player flex where 2 out of 3 right gets you 1.25x, or all 3 correct gets you 2.25x, and then a power play where if you get all 3 correct, you get 5x. You can mix and match sports, and you can get a first match deposit bonus up to $100 when you use promo code Awesemo. We will have all the NBA and NFL action you could want for PrizePicks.com this week, so keep it right here on the Awesemo YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Matt Savoca. We'll see you guys next time.